Okay, Itamakskanaatani, good morning. It is just about 10 o'clock in the AM on Thursday, October 18th, 2018, in the lunar cycle Itatstoi, when cold arrives, our first winter moon. And actually, we're having something of an Indian summer this week. It's been pretty warm. I've been in shorts and t-shirts and been very comfortable, and I think that's going to continue today. We'll see. It's a little bit overcast yet. Don't know what all is going to be on the schedule today, but I will be working, I think, a little bit with the reptiles here at the house, cleaning terrariums, giving baths, this kind of thing. I started already with Charlie this morning. I wanted to attempt to feed him, and so overnight I caught both a live house mouse and I used a snap trap to catch one dead. And you'll see what happened. I introduced the snap trap dead mouse first, and Charlie worked with that for, well, I shouldn't say worked with it, but it was in his environment for about an hour or so before I fished it back out. Then I introduced the live mouse, and you'll see what happened there. So fair warning, this is a feeding attempt. I won't tell you how it ends, but and it does include the creepy Mandy music that some of you love to hate. So this is Charlie's first attempted feeding. Alright, so as you saw, Charlie's not eating right now. I don't know if that's because he wants to be in brumation mode. I don't know if that is because he knows he's got issues with the injury still and he doesn't want to put anything through his body. Hard to say what's going on, but he did, very much seem like a hungry snake to me. Moving around the enclosure as often as he was, but this could also just be a snake who wants to get out of that enclosure. He's a fairly long rattlesnake. That enclosure is not really big enough for him to stretch himself out in. He's used to, when he's on the move, being able to have his whole body length and stuff, so he might just be uncomfortable, and he's not going to eat in the situation, or it could be something else, but we'll leave it for a week or so. Try him again later. And I do have one appointment this morning. We're gonna go there. I'll bring the camera along. Surprising to me, one of the local pest control agents, I think his name is John, Scottish fellow, and he does, a lot of everything, from, I think, from like insects to rodents and this kind of thing. But one of the properties that he's trying to take care of are these townhouses along University Drive, where earlier in the summer I had made a short attempt over a weekend to try to trap a badger that had been reported, and the city had asked me to see what I could do. I didn't ever catch that badger, and I ended up pulling the trap, and it's a very public area, which is part of the concern there. Any case, John, this fella, now has this same badger to deal with, and he's wanting to meet with me, kind of inspect the premises and see if maybe together we can combine our experiences and such, and see if we can pull this badger off of the property in a humane way and relocate it. So let's go see what's going on over there. Just stepped out of my vehicle, not quite sure where John is yet, or if he's even on site yet, but I didn't see any pest control vehicles driving in. Already there's good sign of badger here. This is definitely a badger dug hole here. As compared to, above, you can see the ground squirrel hole. So basically the badgers are coming in, one or more of them is here, and they're digging up ground squirrels. That's what they're after. They're working this colony here.
Lemoyne Crescent, is that where you're on?
I don't think so. I think we're at two different locations. So so where I'm at is, yeah, where are you at? I guess I should.
I'm at Lemoyne Crescent. It's like a housing complex.
Okay. Hey, John. Yeah, well, yeah, I thought for sure it was that other area there that has also
just
some
when you
badger
mentioned
issues.
that Russian tree, I
Yeah.
thought, oh, okay, we're out this bottom corner here.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was looking up this strip here, and a lot of the activity, I've seen no fresh sign as such.
Huh.
You know,
It's all old
go
stuff.
for holes, look, they're full of leaves, haven't been disturbed in a while. You can see where, to me, it's been coming up and having a sniff.
Right.
And so I don't know if that means they've moved this way into this complex, but there's a few areas in here that look Danish to me.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't seeing, that looks almost freshish,
Yeah.
but again there's a mixture of like potting soil and things there that has been thrown around.
Yeah.
So, but again, this is, go for heaven, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
And it's throwing that rock out at some point. But there's some of these, and yet that smells skunky.
Yeah, it could be a skunk,
It smells like a skunk, that one. Because even when they're not spraying, obviously they're oily, and
Yeah.
it's just when you look.
Yeah, this is
And that looks like your
big
teeth.
badgers. Yeah.
Yeah, and this looks more like bathroom area. And then we've had
Yeah,
digging
he's digging for those.
Yeah.
Gophers.
He's after gophers there.
Yeah.
But this doesn't look like it's been disturbed in a while.
Yeah, that's the question, is how fresh.
Yeah.
How fresh, and there's a lot of leaf material going in there.
I did a lot of kind of tracking and things back in the day in Scotland when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You see, we've got another hole up here.
Yeah. Yeah, so as it turns out, the property that John was looking after is different than the one where I trapped earlier in the summer, but it's on the same, kind of island of a city block, surrounded by a green strip. And so I think what's been happening, and John seems to concur, is that there's been a badger making its way around that green strip and just working the ground squirrel colonies, the gopher colonies that are dug in that area. We don't think that in that complex of townhouses there that there is still a badger. However, he may be nearby. He may be just a little bit further down the external green strip, more towards Nicholas Sharon Park. So his idea, John's idea, is that he's gonna fill in with leaves or something the existing holes around around that property, and fill them in and check for a couple of nights and see if there's any activity. We're pretty certain there's a skunk or two on the premises, so he's going to already set traps for them. But some of the ones that look like for sure badger areas, he's going to fill in and see if any of them come out. So I got some snake work to do this afternoon, and one of the things that I'm going to have to do, of course, is going to be extracting the mouse from Charlie's enclosure. But and I'm going to feed that mouse, I think, to Pineapple, who is one of the ball pythons here. She's back here in the corner. I don't know if you can see her there in the dark. Maybe not. Let me pull her out. But Pineapple needs a bath. And so I'm sure she would rather have her bath first. I always kind of like put my hook in there just to let him know that it's not feeding time, because I do give them live food, right? So yeah, Pineapple needs a bath. She's still got, she's looking pretty good. I guess she got a lot of her shed off. There's still maybe a little bit pieces here and there. So she's gonna get a soak for probably 20 minutes. And then while she's doing that, I'm gonna clean her enclosure. Some of the other snake enclosures, I've got some red-tailed boas and such, and a bull snake here. So we're gonna do some cleaning and stuff, and then when she's out of her bath and ready, I think, to have settled down and be ready to eat, then we will do the switch over, and I'll take out Charlie and extract that mouse from Charlie's enclosure, put it in with Pineapple. All right, with my snake keeping duties out of the way for the time being and some other chores completed as well, I'm going to head over to the university and pick up Mahoney. She's done work. And then when we get back, I'll walk over and check the mailbox because I am expecting the arrival of an October battle box.